What is up, guys, and welcome to another edition of the Market Marauder Show. Beat the market one trade at a time. If you're new to the Market Marauder Show, it's an investment channel. Helps you to find the best deals in the market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure that thumbs up. Definitely helps YouTube algorithm promote the videos. Alright, so I'm giving you an update on FEG. So FEG stands for Feed Every Gorilla. This is the current price of FEG at the time of recording. It did have a nice little spike around the December 10th time frame, but didn't hit that high that it was at around the December 7th time frame. So a lot of bullish movement going on for FEG. So shout out to everybody out there holding FEG. Definitely was a nice dip right here around the 6th, and then rallied all the way back up towards the 7th. Had another dip around the 9th of December, and then jumped back up on the 10th of December. And so it's starting a nice little rally back up. Definitely going to be looking at some more price movement for FEG. So if you're new to FEG, this is their main website. FEG, like I said before, stands for Feed Every Gorilla. It is based on Ethereum as well as Binance Smart Chain. Currently on the Ethereum side, there are 58.79 quadrillion that are burnt. Circulating supply is 41.20 quadrillion. And then on the Binance Smart Chain side, there's 57.40 quadrillion that have been burnt, and circulating supply is 42.59 quadrillion. And then so going down here, this is just some of the stuff they're talking about on their website that you guys can navigate yourself. On here just talks about some of the things in FEG as well. So FEG token is a hyperdeflationary token with a maximum circulating supply of 100 quadrillion. So there's 100 quadrillion on the Ethereum side or Ethereum blockchain as well as the Binance Smart Chain. That involves an inaccessible burn wallet. Depending on each holder's percentage of ownership, a 2% transaction tax is distributed among all holders. This includes a burn wallet, which is essentially a holder that collects more tokens over time as transactions occur. As the circulating supply decreases, the scarcity of the tokens increase. This inversely proportional relationship constitutes a supply and demand model. There is no limit to how many tokens can be burnt. Without a burning limit, holders get to enjoy a never-ending cycle of passive income with positive price pressure. So as more tokens are burned, the price of FEG will go up. And so a place you can get your hands on some Feg. So just click on buy on Feg X, and this is currently Feg X. This is their current UI. You will have to link a wallet in here. So if you have a Binance wallet or a MetaMask wallet, depending on which one, you'll have to link that on there in order to use Feg X. It shows you the real-time value of BNB as well as ETH, so that's good to know, especially if you're doing some conversions. They have FWrap, Stake, Liquidity, Bridge, and Smart Tools. So these are all features on Feg X. I think it's a great place to be able to get your hands on some Feg. So one thing that I want to do that I haven't done in a while is actually go over the white papers. They have a second edition of their white papers. If you're not familiar with what white papers are, they're basically the basis for how the cryptocurrency or any cryptocurrency is going to work. The makers of the cryptocurrency basically lay out the white papers explaining roadmaps, how things work. A lot of great information. I know a lot of you all may be new to FEG and don't really know what FEG is, but this will be the great foundation basis for you all if you're jumping into FEG. And so this is the FEG white papers. It's available on the website. And so if you go to the FEG website, just go to documents and audits, and then you'll find the white papers. And so this is the second edition. I think they still have the first edition on there as well. And so white paper for FEG, like I said, feed every gorilla, bring DeFi together. Just looking at the table of contents, it's jam-packed with a lot of information. You have the puzzle ecosystem, tokenomics, Feg Exchange or Feg X, Feg Stake, Liquidity, FWrap, Smart Wrap, peer-to-peer, swap to swap or S2S, Smart Ring Rising, Price Floor. You have Smart DeFi, Smart Lend, powered by Smart DeFi. You have Rocks token, Feg Track, and Feg Stats. You have fees, philanthropy, Feg Faucet, and the Feg family, and legal and risk. So I'm gonna go over some of these on here. It's just talking about shaping DeFi and then some innovations in Feg. So I'm just going to read the first part of this and then I'm going to go down to the breakdown with the core brand values. So the puzzle, shaping in the future of DeFi one ape at a time. And then on here it says, Since January 2021, FEG or FEG token is here to unify the incentives and interests of everyone in the decentralized finance or DeFi space. DeFi creates transparent, efficient, and secure markets. A team of renowned developers was not interested in creating another meme coin or the latest pump and dump scheme after they had enough of witnessing rug pulls. Instead, they had an idea to create a new kind of ecosystem that overcomes transactional complexities, outrageous fees, and solving problems surrounding fairness. And so on here, it just talks about the Feg ecosystem. The Feg ecosystem supports long-term DeFi adaptation by consistently working to produce and support innovation while increasing accessibility and opportunity to investors and developers. And up until 2009, the world of traditional finance had maintained an unchallenging monopoly on the exchange of financial value for goods and services. Traditional finance is strongly influenced by centralized institutions that extract value through the disruption, remediation, and the settlement of transactions. The Fed ecosystem makes DeFi safer, more accessible, and more rewarding with a circular ecosystem that aligns incentives for holders, traders, and developers. Feg is committed to creating opportunity in the crypto and DeFi spaces that can be leveraged by millions of people globally to earn passive income. And so these are some of the core values of Feg. You have Feg breakthrough innovation, you have integrity and transparency, then leveraging the power of DeFi. And so these are the core values for Feg at the top, the first three. And then you have more right here, passive learning, giving back, and diversity and inclusion. And so those six make the core brand values. Next, you have the core brand personality, professional, respectful, edgy and rebellious, and then fun and lighthearted. And each one of these have their own description. And so next on here, we have the Feg ecosystem. So Feg token was launched fairly to feed every gorilla, community driven, built to succeed. And so Feg is focused on reshaping and evolving how DeFi works completely while delivering the most robust ecosystem ever designed to support DeFi's much needed advancements. The main idea behind Feg token is to provide a decentralized transaction network with which operates on the Ethereum blockchain, which is ERC20, and then Binance Smart Chain, which is BEP20. The path forward for Feg token is determined by market fluctuations, but the model it runs on begs Feg token to succeed. And so this is just a statement from earlier. On here, talks about FRAPs. So FRAPs provide an additional passive income stream, hold a FRAP asset, and receive more of that FRAP asset over time. The original cryptocurrency can be ADA, Doge, XRP, Litecoin, or USDT, and much more. Unwrap back into the original cryptocurrency asset at any time. Earn more of your favorable cryptocurrencies passively while you sleep. And then you have Feg Track as a mobile app or as a mobile and web application that enables users to track Feg rewards and dollar value balance. The application is continuously improving as Feg token transforms the DeFi space. This is the charity that they support. The Pan African Sanctuary Alliance, or PASA, is the Feg token's first charitable partner, and the Feg token team matches the first $750 of donations given by the community each month. And then on here, talks about Smart DeFi. So Smart DeFi is the latest innovation created by Feg Token's leader developer, Feg Rocks. It writes DeFi to make it much more secure, actually rug proof, more effortless, improved routing with reduced gas fees, and better reward investors through frictionless yield. Tokens utilizing smart DeFi manage their liquidity, removing the need to exchanges or the need for exchanges to host liquidity pools. Additionally, smart DeFi is 100% asset backed, which proves guaranteed value. Rocks token is the model home of smart DeFi. And so on here you have the contact addresses or contract addresses that you can go and put in to get some Feg on Binance Smart Chain as well as Ethereum. And so these are the tokenomics. Tokenomics is basically how the coin works, and how you can make money on the coin. So on here it says each chain was launched with the initial 100 quadrillion tokens. 50 quadrillion on each chain was immediately burned to kickstart Feg tokens deflationary tokenomics. 2% of every transaction, buy, sell, or transfer is taxed and distributed between all Feg token addresses on a particular chain. Over half of this tax is sent to an inaccessible burn wallet, aka a black hole, which is what they're calling it, and the reset distributed to holders. Incentivizing holders to hold and decrease circulating supply over time. These rewards are earned immediately and automatically into holders' wallets. Feg token is fully decentralized. Ownership was renounced at launch, and all communications, development, and marketing campaigns are planned and performed by members of the community. Feg token was audited and verified by Solidity Finance. Through this process, Feg token was proven to have no backdoors or distributed denial of services, which is DDoS attack routes. And so on here you see liquidity, which is through FegX, Uniswap or PancakeSwap. And so 100% liquidity, no team tokens exist. Then you have the symbol, no pre-sale, and then the networks, Ethereum, and Binance. So it's a little infographic on basically how it works. Next, you have Feg Exchange, which is what I had earlier open. And so the Feg Exchange, which is fegex.com, is an all-in-one exchange with multi-chain running on Ethereum blockchain and Binance Smart Chain. It was built from the ground up with custom coding that is specifically designed to resolve major issues with other popular exchanges surrounding DeFi tokens. So on here it has a listing process. So auto listing enables any token to list on FegX, add locked liquidity. You have trading. Both Ethereum blockchain ERC20 and Binance Smart Chain BEP20 tokens can be traded on FegX. The number of trading pairs listed on the platform will increase exponentially over time. Some of the breakthrough features of trading on FegX include Smart Swap, which I showed earlier. You have crypto-backed reward programs. You have front-running bot protection, and you have auto slippage. Um, and so going into Smart Swap, or get Smart Swap on here, deposit tokens in a Smart Swap contract to greatly reduce swap and gas fees. When using Smart Swap, your trades are not subject to usual taxes on deflationary tokens, and routing is optimized. A huge win for swing traders. There's no burning of a typical 2% of the transactions when trading alongside Smart Swap. Uh, all of the sales of all of the sales and swaps, standard or internal, incur sell fees. Internal transactions increase the volume of staking rewards, and traders can only trade within the pool that the smart swap is occurring inside of. Traders can still swap via the standard method while holding assets inside of the smart swap system. So then down on here we have Feg Stake, seamlessly earn passive income while contributing to the ecosystem. So staked Feg tokens are held securely in the Feg token staking contract. Stakers are awarded a share of 0.12% of the dollar value of all sell transactions that occur on the exchange across all pairs in the form of FBNB or FETH, depending on which chain was utilized to stake. These rewards are divided and distributed to holders. Hold on. Divided and distributed to stakers automatically based on the percentage of staking pool each staker owns. As the trading pairs and trading volume increases on FegX, Feg token staking rewards will increase dramatically. There's also an auto conversion of Feg transaction rewards equivalent to what would be received without staking. It is important to note that there is no impairment loss with staking, and the participants can unstake the Feg tokens at any time, which means there's no lockup period. You may see a lot of staking programs that have a lockup period, which may be like a month, 3 months, a year, 6 months time frame. But they're basically saying there's no lockup period on here, so you can stake, like one day and stake and unstake the same day. I assume. So the usual 2% transaction fee, uh, the usual 2% transaction Feg transaction tax is charged when staking and unstaking. Every sell transaction on FegX will provide a 0.12% of the sell fee for every token launched and paired with the following base pairs in Feg Stake version 2. So you have Feg BSC, you have Feg ETH, so FETH. You also have FUSDT, and the FETH and FUSDT or FUSDT is ERC20. You have FBTC, then you have FBNB, FUSDT, which is backed on BEP20, and then you have FBTCB, which is Binance pegged Bitcoin. Next, you have the Smart DeFi on here, we talked about earlier. So every sell transaction for every token launched on Smart DeFi will provide 0.12% of the sell fee to Feg Stake V2 rewards in the form of FETH or FBNB based on the respective chain. Smart DeFi will only base pairing of these two pairs. Every token that launches off of the Smart DeFi platform will use 0.50% of its sale transaction fee to buy Feg token and send it directly to the burn address and transaction. So on here you have Feg Stake, which basically just goes over the Feg Stake in a little more detail. Uh, on here, it's a continuation of Feg Stake, basically showing you how it works with some more rewards. Next on here, we have Liquidity, which is first you have the sided liquidity, and then the second portion of sided liquidity. And so you guys can go read that. This basically explains the FRAP process, which is something that you would need to know because you'll be paid out passively in FRAP. Next on here is Smart Swap. So it explains Smart Swap and talks about the different fees. So in case you're trying to swing trade Feg, it explains the process of doing the Smart Swap and the fees, which are something you could definitely consider. Next just talks about peer-to-peer, send and receive funds discreetly with respect. We respect your privacy. And so on here just talks about peer-to-peer and then all the different fees and taxes associated with that. Next you have swap to swap, which is a new term to me. I haven't really heard swap to swap, but swap to swap allows you to move the moving of FRAP base pairs between smart swap contracts. And so it's basically saying there's a 1% tax on FRAP tokens when moved into and out of smart swap. And so you guys can go read that. More explaining. This is talking about smart rising price floor. And then on here we have more about Smart DeFi. Just talking about Smart DeFi anymore. Asset-backed examples. You have the Smart Lend powered by Smart DeFi, which is banking in DeFi, the most secure lending protocol ever created. Next, this talks about Rocks token. So that's their new token that they have. Definitely something to go look at. In the future, especially when considering jumping into DeFi. Rocks is fairly new. And so I know when I first started making videos about Feg, rocks did not exist, but now that they have rocks, it'll be definitely something to go understand how it works and what their goal is with it moving forward. This basically shows, the tokenomics for rocks and how, the ecosystem works. So definitely a great, learning infographic on how rocks works. Next, you have Feg Track and Feg Stats, which you can look at Feg Track, the app, which is available to download on the App Store as well as Google Play. So make sure you guys go check that out. Fees, it talks about all the different fees associated. They're very transparent with their fees. So if anything you're trying to do, you're like, well, how much is it going to cost? It'll show you the different fees on here for you can calculate it. So there are 2 pages of fees. Like I said again, this is talking about philanthropy, which is the Pan African Sanctuary Alliance, which is the organization that they support. Going down here, you have Feg Faucet. So claim free Feg every day forever. And so this is just basically Feg Faucet. Feg token feeds every gorilla and part of the world experiencing Feg Faucet and claim free Feg every day. The Feg token team donated 20 trillion of their own Feg to kickstart Feg Faucet. So make sure you guys go check out Feg Faucet if you want to get involved into getting some nice passive income in Feg. And this is just a Feg family talking about the page and then the legality portion. Lastly, on here, I want to talk about their main page. So on Twitter, this is the main Feg page. It has the blue check on Twitter. Lots of great information is on here. So if you want to know about smart contracts, some of the things that are going on, their podcast, make sure you guys go check out the blue checked version of Feed Every Gorilla. So drop a comment down below with the price point. Where do you think Feg will get to in the future? While you're down there, make sure that thumbs up. It definitely helps YouTube algorithm put the videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.